took out every single screw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 4 big ones here, 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 and here. These little ones on the front had little washers on them, plus these, there were some here, 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 and then there was an extra kind of big one down there that I missed. But that should be enough. There we go. Seems that I have the, I previously had added this expansion board. Although you could do it through an access panel in the back without having to take the whole thing off, but there it is. Now that is here. Gotta figure out where that screen is. Got it flipped over here. This little ribbon is what connects to the LCD screen. So under here, that says Roland LCD board assembly. So that's what we need to get out. Unfortunately, it's under this. I removed this little ribbon here to get to that. And then there's this white ribbon that's going across it. We can't lose. That thing, if you tug on it, goes all the way to over there. Works its way into here. I don't know if we're going to have to disconnect that to get under here or what. We'll find out. Took out like 7 screws all around this board, including the one that was holding this little bracket in here. But so one of them was like way under this ribbon, but it's still not going to come out because it's under this other board. So I guess we got to take this whole thing off. But this is screwed in right above the MIDI ports, several other places. So let's give that a whirl. Okay, so there was the 1, 2 screws there, and then another one over here, and then there was 2 I noticed above the MIDI port, another one here, and then there was this little nubby guy here screwed on, and I think that guy down there, I took that one out. I don't know if I had to. I think I did. Anyway, that gets this off. We'll see if that helps us get to the LCD screen. Okay. So it looks like moving the audio board worked because there was one last screw under there, and now the LCD screen board is loose. I unplugged a couple things from this output board, like this little ribbon. I'll have to remember to put that back. Take it out from there. It's currently taped onto the back of the board that's above the LCD screen. So let's take that off and see what we can do next. Alright, so this board that has the LCD screen on the other side of it pops up. But I totally forgot. That's the whole assembly that has all the buttons. And it's got a couple ribbons going into it that we need to leave. And there's our LCD screen on the other side. So we've got to take that out, put the new one onto this board, then resecure the board, put the audio thing back on, reconnect the cables, and see what else we did. Alright. There were just 4 little screws holding that LCD screen onto this side of that board with all the buttons. So I guess we just swap that out with this ribbon, put it all back on. I noticed we gotta be careful because like this little knob here behind my hand, it goes to the dial on the front, and I gotta make sure that all lines up or the dial is probably not gonna work once we put it all back together. So we gotta be careful about that, make sure all the holes line up. See if we can get that new screen on. And here's the new screen as it came to me. Alright, so I started screwing down that board again, and then I realized this little piece, which is part of the old LCD board, is where that ribbon went into it, and then it went from there into over here. The new one doesn't use this. It has this little built-in circuit thing in its ribbon. So this has to get kind of taped on here, which means we got to take this off. This was on with these little plastic clips that I probably should have taken off when I had the board out, but instead I just kind of snipped them. So I just got to get them out of there, and then I can tape the other thing down. Okay, so I got that ribbon. I pried out those little white pegs. I just used some pliers. I got that ribbon, and it's connected into this little port where the old ribbon went. I think that's good. Now we gotta start putting everything back together again. Alright, so I got that board back in. Put the audio board back in with all of its screws. Got the ribbons reconnected that I had taken off in order to take it out. That one. And also that connector and this little guy here. I think that's everything. So I'm gonna put the back on it, and then next is the software updates. Okay, everything's all screwed back on. I learned the hard way, you don't have to unscrew this very first row, just the ones that are in the inset channel. The first row is holding on a metal bracket on the other side. That'll just come loose and be a pain to put back on. So that can stay on. Okay, now that everything's screwed back together, plugged it in, it's time to do the first of the two software updates. First is the boot disk. So I've got this flash card. I'm going to put it in this PCI adapter. Okay, once the flash disk is in the adapter goes in the card slot. It goes in. You know it's in because that ejection thing popped out. Alright, well here's the first moment of truth. We just power it on. See what happens. Well, that's a good sign. I already did the boot file. Now I'm going to copy the software update over to my card. Right. Well, I'm feeling good about this. Oh, that is a thing. Take it out. Power off. We ready to try this for real? Hey, we did it.